I'm dancing with your shadow in the dark, in the hollow. Every move I make still follows what we used to be. I'm dancing with your shadow through the pain I can't let go. Like a love is turned to echo, still haunting me. I reach into the silence, like you're still by my side. But all I find is emptiness. I'm trying hard to hide. Every song becomes your voice, every breath becomes your name, and I'm caught inside a memory that never fades away. I try to say goodbye, but you stay in my mind. I'm dancing with your shadow in the night, in the sorrow. Every step just leads me back to where you used to be. I'm dancing with your shadow, like a truth I can't outgrow. Even when I'm moving on, you're still part of me. If I could let you go, I finally feel whole. But would I lose the only trace of the love I used to know? Maybe I don't wanna heal if this pain is all that's real. 'Cause in the dark I still can feel you're somewhere here with me. Still here in every move, still you in everything I do. I'm dancing with your shadow through the fire, through the low. Every heartbeat keeps the rhythm of what we used to know. I'm dancing with your shadow, even when I'm letting go. 'Cause no matter where I go, I'm not alone. So I'll move through the night with your ghost by my side. And until I fade away, I'll be dancing in your shade. There's a silence in my chest where your voice used to rest. Now it echoes through the dark like a ghost inside my heart. Every step I take alone feels like walking through the unknown, in a world that lost its sound. Since the day you're not around, I try to fill the empty space, but it only speaks your name. It's the echoes of a hollow heart, tearing everything apart. Every memory remains, like a whisper through the pain. It's the sound of what we lost, in the silence, in the frost. still hear the echoes. You felt like something sacred, like a truth I couldn't doubt. Every word you ever gave me pulled my whole world inside out. I built a life around you. Every moment felt so real. But the closer that I held you, the less I got to feel. Now I'm standing in the wreckage of a love that never was. I was falling for a fiction. Every touch was just illusion. Every promise, every kiss was a beautifully crafted myth. I was lost inside your story, blinded by a fake glory. And no matter what I did, I was falling for a fiction. Every smile was just a mirror, reflecting what I needed. You became my perfect answer to a heart that kept on bleeding. But the truth was always hidden in the silence you would leave. I was loving every version of you I chose to believe. And I tried to make it real, but it vanished when I healed. I was falling for a fiction, caught inside your contradiction. Every word just slipped away when the truth began to stay. I was chasing something hollow in a world I tried to follow. And no matter what I gave, it was never there to save. If I knew from the start, would I guard my fragile heart? Or would I still dive into you just to feel something new? Maybe I just needed light, even if it wasn't right, even if it broke me down, just to turn my world around. Not real, but it felt true. All lies, but I chose you. I was falling for a fiction. Now I see the full condition. Every piece I held so tight disappears into the night. I was loving what you see, not the truth behind the scene. And no matter what I miss, I won't go back to that fiction. So I'll leave behind the lie that I once called you and I. 'Cause I finally see the truth. I was never loving you. I gave you all the honest parts, the pieces of my broken heart. Every truth I couldn't hide, I laid it all out by your side. You wore your love like a disguise, perfect words and perfect lies. Every promise that you made was just a game was real. Every part, you were never in my heart. I was real, you were pretend. Now I see you for what you meant. Every scar, every line was the cost of calling you mine. I was strong, I survived, even when you drained my life. And no matter where I stand, I won't fall for you again. So I walk away for good from a love misunderstood, and I'll finally understand. I was real, you were pretend. We were dancing on illusions, calling shadows something real. Every moment felt like magic, every touch we chose to feel. I ignored the quiet warnings, buried deep beneath the light. 'Cause the way you said forever made it worth the sacrifice. I saw the truth behind your eyes, but I chose your perfect lies. Loving you was a beautiful lie, like a dream I didn't wanna deny. Every second felt alive, even knowing it would die. Loving you was my sweetest fall, like I had nothing left at all. And even now I realize, loving you was a beautiful lie. Every promise had a fracture, every word was out of place. But I held on to the feeling more than anything we faced. We were writing broken stories, painting gold on shattered glass, trying hard to make it timeless, knowing it would never last. I felt the cracks beneath the flame, still I stayed inside the game. Loving you was a beautiful lie, like a truth I chose to hide. Every tear, every fight was just part of our disguise. Loving you was my only high, even as it passed me by. And even now I can't deny, loving you was a beautiful lie. If I could go back to the start, would I guard my fragile heart or fall into your arms again, just to feel that rush within? Maybe love was never real, but the pain I felt still is. And I trade the truth away just to relive yesterday. It felt real every time, even if it was a lie. Loving you was a beautiful light, like a flame that burned too bright. Every scar, every line still reflects you in my mind. Loving you still be my beautiful light. You said forever like you meant it, like your words were made of gold. But every time I try to hold it, it just slipped out of my soul. You built castles out of nothing, painted truth in shades of lies. I was blinded by the colors, never saw through your disguise. Every word you said to me was just shaped to make me believe. All your plastic promises bend until they break again, shining like they're made of truth, but they never last till the end. All your plastic promises cutting deeper than they seem. I was holding on to you while you were breaking me. Every always felt so hollow, every never leave was fake. You were speaking like a savior, but you only came to take. I kept trying to believe you, even when the cracks showed through. Now I see the truth so clearly. There was never me and you. Every lie you dressed so well turned my heaven into hell. All your plastic promises melting in the heat of this. Every word just fades away like it never did exist. All your plastic promises left me drowning in regret. I was giving you my all while you gave me nothing back. If I could erase your voice, would I finally have a choice, or would I still replay the sound of the way you pulled me down? Maybe I just wanted truth, but I settled just for you. Now I'm picking up the parts of a shattered, borrowed heart. Fake love, real pain. Same words, different game. All your plastic promises, now I see what they all meant. Every lie held so close was just built to disconnect. All your plastic promises, no more power over me. I was lost inside your world. Now I'm finally breaking free. So keep your empty words tonight. I don't need another lie, 'cause I finally see the truth. You were never what you proved. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You walking like nothing's broken, like the world is still intact. Every word so perfectly spoken, but there's something that you lack. about your laughter. There's a distance in your glow, like a story hidden deeper than you'd ever let me know. I can see between the lines. There's a truth you try to hide. There's a truth behind your smile that you've buried for a while. Every laugh just fades away when the silence comes to stay. There's a truth you can't disguise. I can see it in your eyes, and no matter how you try, I can feel what's behind your smile. You say everything's alright, but your voice begins to break, like you're holding back a storm that's too heavy to escape. Every "I'm okay" you say feels like something left unsaid, like you're standing in the light, but you're drowning in your head. You don't have to play this role. I can see into your soul. There's a truth behind your smile, like a wound you try to hide. Every second that you fade feels like more than you can take. There's a truth I can't ignore, knocking at your hidden door. And no matter what you show, I can feel what you don't. You don't have to wear the mask. You don't have to always act like you're stronger than the pain that keeps pulling you back. If you let the silence break, if you let your heart just ache, you might finally feel the light through the dark you've kept inside. I see you even now, through the mask you don't know how. There's a truth behind your smile, breaking through it all the while. Every tear you hold inside still finds a way to ride. There's a truth you can't escape, even when you try to fake. And no matter what you show, I'll be here to let you know. You don't have to hide away. You don't have to be okay, 'cause I see through every mile the truth behind your smile. You walked in like a stranger, but your eyes knew mine too well. Every word felt like a secret you were scared to ever tell. You played it like a distance, like you didn't really care. But every time I turned away, I could feel you standing there. You were hiding in plain sight, dressed in shadows, dressed in light. You love me in disguise, behind your alibis. Every truth you try to hide was written in your eyes. You love me in disguise, through your silent goodbyes. Every moment that you lie never let it through. Was it easier to run than admit what we'd become? Now I'm left with what you hid, all the love you never lived. So real, but undefined. So close, but left behind. You love me in disguise. Now I see through every lie. Every piece you try to hide still comes back to life. You love me in disguise, but you couldn't recognize that the love you ran away from was the truth you left behind. Now your silence speaks for you more than anything you do. And no matter what you try, you still love me in disguise. You held me closer than before, but something felt so different. Your hands were warm, your voice was soft, but your eyes were distant. I tried to ignore the silence hiding in your touch, but the way you said my name didn't feel like love that much. There was something in the air, like you were already gone. Your kiss tasted like goodbye, like a truth you couldn't hide. Every second felt like time was slipping out of line. Your kiss tasted like the end, like we'd never be again. And I felt it in the night. Your kiss tasted like goodbye. You spoke in half-lit sentences, like you didn't wanna stay. Every word was falling short of what you couldn't say. I was holding on to moments you were letting go. We were standing in the same place, but on different roads. And I felt it in your skin. You were already leaving. Your kiss tasted like goodbye, like a tear you couldn't cry. Every heartbeat out of sync, like we were on the brink. Your kiss tasted like regret, like a love you'd soon forget. And I knew it wasn't right. Your kiss tasted like goodbye. If I could freeze that moment there, would it still feel just as unfair? Or would I finally understand why you slipped out of my hands? Maybe love was fading slow, long before I let you go. Maybe I just couldn't see you were done with me. So close, but already gone. couldn't doubt every word you wrapped around me. Turned my whole world inside out. You painted dreams in color where there was only gray. I believed in every promise that you slowly gave away. I didn't see the cracks beneath the perfection you made me believe. I was broken by a perfect illusion, caught inside your sweet delusion. Every touch, every kiss felt too real to resist. I was lost in your design, where your lies felt so divine. And no matter what I'm choosing, I was broken by illusion. Every moment felt so flawless, like we couldn't fall apart. But perfection hides the deepest kind of damage in the heart. You built a world so fragile, but made it seem so strong. I was dancing in your fantasy while you knew it all along. I was loving what you showed, not the truth you never told. I was broken by a perfect illusion. Every truth was just confusion. Every word that you said still echoes in my head. I was blinded by the light of a love that felt so right. But the closer I was choosing, I was falling for illusion. If I could go back again, would I fall into it then? Or would I finally recognize the beauty hiding in the lies? Maybe I just needed more, even if it led to war with a version of myself that believed in someone else. So real, but never true. All of it was just you. I was broken by